A super rare new moon today in the sign of Aries. In just a few minutes, the eclipse will actually be occurring in a large part of the United States. Not here, we get just a little bit of a sliver of it. But it's a huge event for all of us collectively, particularly if you have planets or points around the particular degree that this eclipse is occurring at. Around 19 degrees, especially in cardinal signs, particularly in the Aries-Libra axes. So we're looking at how we can personally heal, how we can personally assert ourselves better or more authentically, so we can show up more completely within relationship and have a better experience of cooperation and of union. So there's a lot of union in general that will be occurring. Union with self that will lead to a different type of union with others. Better union, better communion, better communication, better cooperation, better harmonization. So we have this wonderful, wonderful conjunction of the sun and the moon to Chiron. They are in a deep communion with each other. And this puts us in a position where we can understand better. What are our unaddressed wounds? What is it that we ourselves have not fixed within ourselves or come to resolution about? And how is that affecting our ability to relate to those that we love? So it's a collective healing event that is occurring. For some of us, it is very personal and will help us to go into a new chapter where we have confidence in the types of decisions that we make. We have a sense of purpose, a sense of oneness that we may have lacked in the past due to selfishness, Aries things, inability to understand ourselves. Aries lacks reflection. That's what Libra is all about. And when we see ourselves reflected in others, when we see ourselves reflected in the reactions of others, in the lives of others, it gives us information. We can either act on that information and use it to our advantage, or we can double down and we can choose more of the same. That's going to be hard to do if you have planets that are around these particular degrees. It's going to be hard to choose more of the same. We always have that option to not grow. That's always an option. But we're going to feel like we want to spring forward towards something different because we're ending an old cycle. The old ways are getting stale. And we're opting for something new, exciting, fresh, and alluring. So, it's a time to look at what is it? What is it that we haven't done in terms of taking responsibility for our own healing process? How is it that we fingered other people, blamed other people for what it is that we need to be fixing within ourselves? Really look at how have people reacted to us? What have we gotten back? And be open to looking at how we may have had a part in planting some seeds that we see flowering in the reactions of the people around us. So there's humility that with Mars and Saturn together at a conjunction. Mars ruling everything in Aries, being with Saturn. This is the willingness to work hard. This is the willingness to persevere. And to work hard at what? Things in Pisces. What is persistent? What we may not realize is working on us behind the scenes. Boundary issues, shame issues, Pisces stuff. So Mars and Saturn together give us strength in this particular area because it's a new beginning when we have that conjunction. It's a new beginning in terms of the types of seeds we plant when it comes to doing hard things and to picking away at obstacles until we finally get the result that we're looking for. So there's a patience that's built into this particular event that we don't usually associate with Aries. We don't hear patience and Aries often in the same sentence. But with Mars and Saturn together, it does give us the willingness to knuckle down and to make some progress in spiritual areas of life and in areas of life where we achieve a more ultimate union. Because we have partnership in the Aries-Libra axes, but we have unification with everything in Pisces. So not only are we working on healing our personal relationships and how we can balance with the people in our romantic and personal lives, but it has more worldwide implications when it comes to the collective population achieving more of planting the seeds of willingness to work hard on more of a mass or a collective scale in order to make these pervasive hard changes that need to be made so we can have a better collective human experience, because Pisces seeks to encompass more people into the system, into systems that work. So it's a very complex, multi-layered event. And I hope that all of you get the best out of it. It is a time when we do need to be planting new seeds of authenticity. That means being willing to be your real, true, unfettered self, even if it means that it's going to cut some people out of our life. Even if it means that we're not going to appeal to everybody. You have to be willing to to advertise our values, and to realize that if we're really honest about what we want with ourselves and with others and what's okay with us and what our values really are, not everybody's going to like us. And that's a really hard thing. It's a really hard thing for a lot of people that are working through false layers of self. Because those false layers of self are really there to guard against rejection, to guard against judgment, to guard against isolation. And that's what we're risking when we really truly are being ourselves. I'll find that we're just not for everybody. And that's okay. Because your vibe attracts your tribe. You have to be brave about your vibe. Because it will put out and bring to you what is good and right for you. It won't be everything and it won't be everybody. But it will be what's right for you. So, I think that is going to be my theme of this new supermoon eclipse. Your vibe attracts your tribe. We have to be willing to be brave about that vibe. So, I will catch you guys later on today. I'm going to leave you with that for now. I will pop in later on. We'll do a Q&A and talk a little bit more. I'll take some questions about today's event. And I think we're going to be talking a lot about this event over the course of this next month, because this is just the beginning of it. It doesn't end today. This is just when we put the seed in the ground and it starts to germinate and, bring forth results. So I will see you guys super soon.